Ethan came home earlier than expected. A small velvet box hidden inside his coat pocket and the biggest smile on his face. After 3 years together, he had finally bought the ring he knew Emma would love. He imagined getting down on one knee in the living room, asking her to marry him, and then celebrating with his mother, Victoria. But the moment he opened the front door, he heard shouting, "You need to pack everything and leave before my son gets home!" Ethan froze. That was his mother's voice. He rushed toward the living room and stopped in disbelief. Emma was kneeling beside an open suitcase, tears streaming down her cheeks. Clothes were scattered across the floor while Victoria stood over her with crossed arms. "I told you," Victoria said coldly. "You are not good enough for Ethan. This family does not need someone like you." Emma wiped her tears. "Mrs. Carter, I never wanted his money. I love Ethan." "Love?" Victoria scoffed. "Do you think that matters? My son can marry someone with a better family, better education, and better connections." Ethan stepped into the room. "What are you doing?" Both women turned. Victoria's face went pale. "Ethan, you're home early." He ignored her and looked at Emma. "Why is her suitcase packed?" Emma stood slowly. "Ethan, I was going to tell you..." His mother interrupted. "She was leaving voluntarily." "That's a lie," Ethan said. Victoria's expression hardened. "Watch your tone." "No, Mom, you watch yours." Ethan walked to Emma and took her trembling hand. "What happened?" Emma looked at Victoria, then back at him. "She told me that if I didn't leave tonight, she would make sure you lost your job and your inheritance. She said she would tell you that I was only with you because of your money." Ethan stared at his mother. "Is that true?" Victoria remained silent. That silence told him everything. He reached into his coat and pulled out the velvet box. "I came home tonight because I was going to ask Emma to marry me." Emma covered her mouth. Victoria's eyes widened. "You can't be serious." Ethan opened the box. Inside was a beautiful diamond ring. "I've spent my entire life trying to make you proud," he said quietly. "But tonight I realized something. Being your son doesn't mean I have to become the kind of man who lets his mother destroy the woman he loves." Victoria shook her head. "She will take everything from you." Emma immediately stepped forward. "No, she won't. I don't want anything from him." Ethan smiled sadly. "That's exactly why I love you." Then he turned to his mother. "I'm not choosing between you and Emma. I'm choosing what kind of man I want to be. And I refuse to punish the person who has always stood beside me just because you don't approve of her." Victoria's eyes filled with tears. "You would throw your own mother away for her?" "No," Ethan replied. "I'm asking my mother to stop throwing away her son." The room became silent. Then Emma touched Ethan's arm. "Maybe we should go." Ethan nodded. He picked up her suitcase himself. As they reached the door, Victoria finally broke down. "Ethan, wait!" He stopped but didn't turn around. "I was afraid," Victoria whispered. "Your father left me with nothing. I spent years terrified that someone would take you away too." Ethan slowly turned. "You should have told me you were afraid. You didn't have to hurt Emma." Victoria looked at Emma. "I'm sorry." Emma hesitated. Then she nodded. "I accept your apology." Victoria looked at the ring. "Does she know what she's saying yes to?" Ethan smiled. "She knows me." "That's enough." He took Emma's hand and slipped the ring onto her finger. For the first time that evening, Emma smiled through her tears. Months later, Victoria stood proudly beside them at their wedding. Before the ceremony, she approached Emma and whispered, "I was wrong about you." Emma smiled. "You were scared." Victoria nodded. "And you showed me that love isn't something you protect by controlling it." When Ethan saw them embrace, he realized the night he came home with a ring had changed everything. He had expected to begin a marriage. Instead, he had learned what family truly meant. Not control, not money, not fear, but love strong enough to let people choose each other freely.